second, Israel. Come on, come. All right. Check that real quick. Notes right here. This under here. Okay. About ready. Gotcha. Shalom, Israel. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Rakatah to the brothers. Yahweh Shemo Atham by Shem Yahshua to the sisters. You gotta clap it up for the Lord. Yeah, and this is Tuesday Brotherhood class. Brotherhood was synonymous with sisterhood too. So every time when I say brotherhood, I also mean sisterhood. That's included. This is my name is priest and officer Paratazar of Yonkers, New York. You know what I'm saying? This is Isupk. Start off with 1 West 125th Street under Commando General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching my people, our people, about Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. They are the chosen people of this Bible. You know what I'm going to repeat it. Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians are the chosen people of the Bible. Are the chosen people of the Bible. That's what Isupk have been teaching. We've been out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? We are in the streets teaching our people about their heritage. You know what I'm saying? About the history, about this oppressor that have been beating us down, you know what I'm saying, for a very long time, you know what I'm saying, for centuries. So we're gonna go straight in. We're gonna go straight into it. We still talking about Joseph. Joseph is the forefather, you know what I'm saying? He's the forefathers of the Cubans and the Puerto Ricans, which is Ephraim and Manasseh, and which is the 12 tribes of Israel. Also our you know what I'm saying, our forefather also. Now, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go straight into it. So we're gonna get Genesis chapter 42, verse 9. Hold up, Bob Sean, let me get there with you. 42 and 9. 42 and 9. Let's start off with that. Because Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know what I'm saying, we've been beaten to powder. We don't feel special. We don't feel holy because we've been beat down. You know what I'm saying? We learn helplessness. This, you know what I'm saying, this oppressor been on our necks for a very long time, and we don't realize that we are a special people. Blacks, Latinos, and first world nation people are a very special people. We are you know what I'm saying, we are the Israelites. That's who we are. We are the Israelites of this Bible right here, the King James Version, you know what I'm saying, 1611. We are the chosen people of this Bible. We've been beaten down, and we've been beaten down so much that we have to learn again, because we don't even know what we're doing out here. You know what I'm saying? This raper, robber, and murderer that we following behind. You know what I'm saying? We learn it from those people, from our oppressor. We don't know how to be a brother. We don't know how to be a sister. But in these scriptures right here, for Blacks, Latinos, and Native American, what teaches how to be a brother, what teaches how to be scripture, what teaches how to get back to our heritage and to come back to the Most High God, our God. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is the only one on this earth have a living God, period. There's nobody else. There ain't nobody else. Ain't nobody out there that say, this Bible was only getting to one nation of people, and that is the Israelites. If you have that, barbershop, can you read it, please?
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamt of them.
Say that again.
And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them.
All right. So now, if you read, matter of fact, can you go to Salakia? Let me see. Go to 7. Go up to verse 7, please, Baba Shah. So you get a little bit of context. So right.
Got it.
Go ahead, sir.
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 7. And Joseph saw his brethren.
And Joseph what?
Saw his brethren.
All right. Joseph is in power right now. You know what I'm saying? He's in power because the Most High God is with Joseph in captivity, in the land of his affliction. And the Most High God is with him. You know what I'm saying? He's second in charge in Egypt. He's the governor. Read on.
And he knew them.
And he what?
And he knew them.
So his brother, you know what I'm saying? So Joseph, in verse 7, and Joseph saw his brethren and he knew them. You know what I'm saying? He saw his brother and he knew that, that's my brothers right there. That's my brothers right there. Read on.
But made himself strange unto them.
And made himself strange unto them. So what do you mean made himself strange unto them? Joseph had been in the captivity for a while, for a few years already. So, you know what I mean? He's not going to really have the same style that he used to have. He's going to look exactly like the Egyptian. Joseph is blending in. You know what I'm saying? And now Joseph's blending in as the Egyptian, pretty much. So what's that telling you right there, blacks and Latinos and Native Americans? You know what I'm saying? What's that telling you? Joseph had to look like the Egyptians because his brothers didn't recognize him. You know what I'm saying? He got on the style of the Egyptian. He just looked like a regular Egyptian that's in charge. But we have people that's on this earth walking around here with our, you know what I'm saying, with our identity. With our identity. Do they look like the Egyptian? Read on, sir.
And spake roughly unto them.
And did what?
Spake roughly unto them.
He spoke roughly unto his brothers. His brothers, you know what I'm saying, did something to him in the past. He spoke a little rough. But there's nothing wrong with that because the Most High is with Joseph. Read on.
And he said unto them,
Go on.
Whence come ye? And they said, From the land of Canaan to buy food.
Go on.
Verse 8.
So they came to, so right now is a famine's going on in this, you know what I'm saying? The famine is going on. Because the Most High God said, he wanted, you know what I'm saying? He started a famine in this place. He gave, you know what I'm saying? He gave the Pharaoh, which is over Egypt, a dream. And he's letting the Pharaoh know that it's going to be a famine. But the only person who can interpret the dreams was Joseph. Because the Most High is with Joseph. He give all praise and all, you know what I'm saying, all glory to the Most High God. That's what Joseph did. So and the Most High God gave him this prediction, told him that it's going to be a famine. So right now, you know what I'm saying, throughout the region, there's a famine. There's food nowhere but Egypt. There's food nowhere but Egypt. You know why there's food's only in Egypt? Because Joseph is there. Because the Most High God said, you know what I'm saying, anything Joseph touches is going to flourish. He's there, you know what I'm saying? The reason why Egypt is flourished, because for Joseph's sake. And in Genesis chapter 37. The reason why Egypt is flourishing and they got food because of Joseph's sake. You know what I'm saying? The forefather of the Cubans and the Puerto Ricans. Read on.
Verse 8. And Joseph knew his brethren.
And Joseph what?
Knew his brethren.
Of course Joseph knew his brothers. Go on.
But they knew not him.
They what?
They knew not him.
Wait, hold on. He had to look like the Egyptians if they didn't know him.
Right.
He have to. He know his brothers. He know them. He been, you know the reason why? Because he been thinking about them ever since he was in that, ever since he's in the land of his captivity.
Right.
He been thinking about his brothers. He been thinking about his brothers. He know them, but they did not know him because he had all this Egyptian guard. The first thing that the Egyptians did was to shave him down. Because you know what I'm saying? You know, they shave off their face. You know what I'm saying? Us, you know what I'm saying? Us Hebrew, you know what I'm saying? Us Hebrew men, you know what I'm saying? The Lord said to keep your beard. To show, you know what I'm saying? To show, you know what I'm saying? That's an honor to have a beard. But he looked like an Egyptian. That's what he did. Now, like I said, we got people on this earth. You know what I'm saying? This is the same book that they read out of. This is the same book. You could go in their book and pull Genesis chapter, you know what I'm saying? What is it? Chapter 42, verse 8. You could pull that scripture and you try to say those people who's saying that they are the Jew, you know what I'm saying, are the Jews of this Bible. Do they look like Egyptians? Huh? Before the Arabs invaded Egypt, we talk about antiquities, Egypt. We talk about antiquities. Right here. Those people look like the Egyptians? Clearly not. Somebody got to be lying. You know?
Verse 9.
There we go.
And Joseph remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them.
Joseph what?
Remembered the dreams which he dreamed of them.
Yep. Because Joseph, you know what I'm saying? In Genesis chapter 37, verse 7, Joseph, you know what I'm saying, when he was with his brothers, you know what I'm saying, not in Egypt, but you know what I'm saying, when he was in Canaan, and he was telling his brothers about the dream. He was telling his brother about the dreams that he having. And he remembered the dream because they came to Joseph bowing down, you know what I'm saying, bowing down to him. Why they was bowing down to him? Because it was prophesied of this. Joseph been dreaming about this, that the Most High God gave him this dream. Read on.
And said unto them, ye are spies.
Yeah, what?
Ye are spies.
Oh, man, Joseph's calling them spies. Read on.
To see the nakedness of the land ye are come.
Go on.
Verse 10. And they said unto him, nay, my Lord.
Nay, what?
My Lord.
Wait, hold on. All right, we got matter of fact, Salaki, sir. Can you hold that? Go to we have to go to Genesis chapter 37, verse 7. I got to get this context. Because they, you know what I'm saying, they calling, you know what I'm saying, it said in verse 13, say, and they said, thy servant. Matter of fact, no, Salakia, where we are, said 10, Salakia. And they said unto him, unto who? Nay, my Lord. Nay, my Lord. They calling their brother Lord. They calling their brother, but they don't know that this is his brother, their brother. Can you read that if you have it, sir?
God. The book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 7. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field.
Now Joseph is letting his brothers know that he had a dream, and he's telling them about the dream. Read on.
And lo, my sheaf arose, and also stood upright.
Go on.
And behold, your sheaves stood round about.
Go on.
And made obeisance to my sheaf.
Made obeisance to his sheep. It means that they, you know what I'm saying, they was actually bowing down to his sheep. Read on.
Verse 8.
Now this is what his brother said to him. Now he's telling them about a dream that, you know what I'm saying, your sheep was bowing down to my sheep. So in verse 8, this is what his brother said. Read on.
And his brethren said to him, shalt thou indeed reign over us?
Say that again.
Shalt thou indeed reign over us?
So they was like, so you're gonna reign over, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna reign over me? That's what the dreams that you've been having, saying that, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna reign over us, you're gonna be over us. Read on.
Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us?
Have what?
Have dominion over us.
Have dominion over us. This is what their brothers were saying. This is, you know what I'm saying? This is Joseph's brother talking to him about the dreams that Joseph had early in the book of Genesis. Read on.
And they hated him the more for his dreams.
So they hated their own brother more because his dream. Because what he said. And they hate him. Hate him for what? They don't know anything about the dream. Hate him for what? They just hate him because he's just telling them about a dream that he had. They should have just kept it, you know what I'm saying? Kept it moving and just like, oh, okay, no doubt. And keep it moving. But no, they hate their brother. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that's what we doing. We hating our brothers. We hating our sisters. Something, you know what I mean? Something just not like non-significant. We make a big thing out of it. Like stepping on your sneakers. You looking at me the wrong way. You looking at me the wrong way. A look will get somebody murdered.
Right.
A look. In the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian community, a look will get us. What are we doing? What are we doing? But this is what we learned from our oppressor. We learned this. If you look, remember, it was against the law to look at our oppressor in the eyes.
Right.
In the eyes, it was against the law. They were even going to burn out your eyes or kill you. It was also against the law to laugh in public. You have to put a laughing barrel over your head. Look that up. Laughing barrel. You have to look down when you're talking to a white, you know what I'm saying? When you're talking to this oppressor. Now look at us in 2022. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now we following behind these people. They are vicious people. These very vicious people. They love, you know what I'm saying? They love being, you know what I'm saying? Being savages. You know what I'm saying? Perverted. These are those people right here. These are those people. You could drop that, Baba Shaw. Get back to verse 10. Salakia, sir. So right now, Joseph told him the dream, and he remembered the dream. He remembered the dream, and guess what? The dream was right. Because the Most High is with Joseph. You know what I'm saying? The forefather of the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans. The Most High was with Joseph. In captivity, he's second in charge. And a famine is going on, and Joseph is eating right now. Because the Most High said everything Joseph touched is going to flourish. The reason why Egypt is flourishing is for Joseph's sake. It's for Joseph's sake. Y'all was, you know what I'm saying? Y'all was sop in the Hebrew. For Yahweh's sake, the reason why Egypt is not dying, you know what I'm saying? Dying in famine. You know what I'm saying?
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 10. And they said unto him, Nay, my Lord.
Nay, my Lord. Nay, my Lord. What they said before? What, you going to reign over us? You have dominion over us? At the moment in time, he do. Salakia. Joseph do got dominion over his older brothers. Judah, you know what I'm saying? Reuben. Come on.
But to buy food are thy servants come.
There you go. Go on.
Verse 11. We are all one man's sons.
We are all one man's sons. Go on.
We are true men.
We are what?
True men.
Go on.
Thy servants are no spies.
There we go. So he's letting Joseph, there's no, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no spies. We ain't no spies. But you know what I'm saying? Joseph do remember what happened to him and what his brothers did to him. But he's still not, you know what I'm saying? He's not disrespecting. He's not doing anything wrong. Go on.
Verse 12. And he said unto them, Nay, but to see the nakedness of the land ye are come.
That's right. Because you want to see what do we have. You know what I'm saying? You want to see what do you have. And look, he's talking to him. He's talking to him face by face, and they still don't recognize who he is. This long conversation, they still don't realize who he is. Read on.
Verse 13. And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren.
Say that again.
And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren.
Go on.
The sons of one man in the land of Canaan.
Go on.
And behold, the youngest is this day with our father, and one is not.
And, wait. You have to read that slow. Read that again one more time, Bob Shaw.
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 13.
Go on.
And they said, Thy servants are 12 brethren.
Go on.
the sons of one man in the land of Canaan.
The sons of one man in the land of Canaan, that is Jacob. His name was changed to Israel. Read on.
And behold, the youngest is this day with our father.
So the youngest is Benjamin. He's the youngest, and he's with Jacob. Later on, that was changed to Israel. Go on.
And one is not.
And what?
And one is not.
So where's that one at? Where is that one is not?
Right.
That's the thing right there. Where is that one is not? Guess who's the one is not? The person who's talking to him right now. That is the one who's not.
That's right.
And he know it. Hold that, please, Baba Shah. Hold that, please. Can you please go to Genesis chapter 37, verse 31. And there's one who is not. So they was telling him about, you know what I'm saying? There was 12 of us. It's telling about where, you know what I'm saying, where the youngest brother's at, where their father's at, and what happened to the other brother. One is not. That's what they say. One is not. It's kind of like a blow off. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of like a blow off. You have that? Can you read that, please, Bob Shaw?
The book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 31.
Uh-huh.
And they took Joseph's coat.
And they what?
They took Joseph's coat.
Joseph is in Israel. Joseph is in Egypt right now. So this is the act that what his brothers did to him. And they took Joseph's coat. Read on.
And killed a kid of the goats.
And they did what?
Killed a kid of the goats.
So they strip a coat. You know what I'm saying? They took Joseph's coat, the coat that, you know what I'm saying, that his father gave to him, that he'd been wearing, that he'd been spotting. And they took, you know what I'm saying? They took his coat and they took a can of goat and did what?
And dipped the coat in the blood.
They dipped his coat in blood. Where's Joseph at? His coat is here, but where's Joseph? Joseph's on his way, you know what I'm saying, with some filthy Ishmaelites,
right,
on his way to Egypt in chains. Read on.
Verse 32.
There you go.
And they sent the coat of many colors.
They sent the coats of many colors because that's what his father gave him. His father gave him a flashy coat and it was all good. Read on.
And they brought it to their father.
They did what?
They brought it to their father.
They brought it to their father, who is Jacob. Later on was changed to Israel. They brought this coat to their father. Go on.
And said,
go on.
This have we found.
This what?
This have we found.
This have we found. What are they doing? Brothers and sisters, what are they doing? This is what we found. Now, we don't.
Know now whether it be thy son's coat or no.
Oh, now they asking. I asked him, Father, you know what I'm saying? Is this the coat that you gave, you know what I'm saying, you gave to Joseph? The one with all these colors? Look what we found. It's covered in blood. It's covered in blood because Joseph is not with him. He sent Joseph out there to help him out in the field.
Right.
That's what his father's at. Now they're coming back just with a bloody coat. Read on.
Verse 33. And he knew it.
And he what?
And he knew it.
Of course he knew it. Go on.
And said, it is my son's coat.
Go on.
An evil beast hath devoured him.
An evil beast had devoured him. Go on.
Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces.
Rent in pieces. Now this is his brothers lying to their father about what happened to Joseph. Now, if we fast forward to, you know what I'm saying? If we fast forward to what was it? Verse Salakia, sir.
13.
Verse 13. Can you read that from the top? And this is what, remember, they told this to their father. They done lied to their father. And their father, it just, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, it's tragic. I just saw my son, and now you're bringing me just a coat filled with blood. This is what Joseph's brothers did. Read on.
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 13.
Now, this is what they're going to tell Joseph, the person who they did it to, that they don't even recognize this is their brother. This is what they're going to say. You know?
And they said, thy servants are 12 brethren.
Thy servants are 12 brothers. 12. All right.
The sons of one man in the land of Canaan.
Go on, the son of Jacob.
And behold, the youngest is this day with our father.
That's Benjamin. He's chilling with his pops. Go on.
and one is not.
And one is not. And one is not. They saying that's how they saying that to their own brother who they did this to. They lying. They lied to their father. His father think, you know what I'm saying, Joseph is dead. And Joseph just met his, you know what I'm saying, just looking at his brothers right now, and they lying in his face, talking about his one is not, like he was throwing away like a piece of trash. Like a piece of trash. Read on.
Verse 14. And Joseph said unto them, that is it that I spake unto you, saying, ye are spies.
That's right. He's still saying exactly the same thing. He still said, especially when he just heard that comment that and one is not. Especially that comment, yo, man, you spies. You're spies. I'm in your face and you don't even recognize me. You don't even see your own brother. Read on.
Verse 15.
Oh, I tell you, it's lucky. So I tell you this. When it comes down to it, the victims always remember the crime.
Right.
The victim always remember the crime. The person who made the victim never remember that crime. Never remember that crime. Read on.
Verse 15. Hereby ye shall be proved. By the life of Pharaoh ye shall not go forth hence.
That's right.
Except your youngest brother come hither.
There you go. So he's telling you, hey, before I even give you anything, and you can come forward and start buying, redoing trade, your brother got to come here. Your younger brother got to come here. Read on.
Verse 16.
Because you know why? Because he haven't seen his younger brother in a long time. He have not seen his younger brother. He remembers his older brothers well. He remembered them. He remembered them well. You know?
Send one of you and let him fetch your brother. And ye shall be kept in prison.
He shall be what?
Kept in prison.
Oh, kept in prison. Joseph been in prison. Joseph, you know what I'm saying? He's still in prison. Blacks is Native Indians, you know what I'm saying? And Latinos, we in prison now. We in prison now. We walking around here, think everything is all good. You know what I'm saying? We walking around with our oppressor's name stamped to our backs. We think that we could get a couple of dollars and buy our way out of this oppression. And meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you don't know how to get yourself right. You're crying yourself to bed every night because your mind is racing, because you don't know how to deal with certain issues, because we've been beat down. Because we not have time enough to heal from this oppressor. You know?
That your words may be proved.
That your what?
Words may be proved.
So you got to prove to me that you're telling me the truth. Now, only way that you can prove to me about you telling me the truth, you know what I'm saying? One of your brothers is going to stay here in prison, and you're going to bring back your old, you know what I'm saying, your younger brother. You're going to bring him over here. So that's let me know that maybe we could trade and do business. You know?
Whether there be any truth in you.
Maybe what?
Whether there be any truth in you.
There we go. Go on.
Or else by the life of Pharaoh, surely ye are spies.
Surely you are spies, because why? He wanted, because he just, you know what I'm saying, he remembered that they was lying in his face. His brother was lying in his face. And you got to realize what they done. They lied to their father. I got to know that, you know what I'm saying? I got to know that you're spit, you know what I'm saying? This is true what y'all saying. Because right now I'm alive. And one is not. I'm that person. You know what I mean? They didn't even say his name. They say, and one is not. You know?
Verse 17. And he put them all together and toward 3 days. Verse 18.
So let me read this in verse 17. And he put them all together into the ward 3 days. And you know what the ward is? The ward is in prison. Prison. That's what he put him at. We don't.
Verse 18. And Joseph said unto them the third day, this do and live, for I fear for I fear God.
Wait, what?
For I fear God.
Wait, read that from the top again, sir.
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 18. And Joseph said unto them the third day.
So Joseph said to them the third day. So they've been in there for 3 days. So Joseph came in there on the third day. Read on.
This do.
This do. So he's saying this do, like what I'm about, you know what I'm saying? What I'm about to do. Go on.
And live.
And live. Go on.
For I fear God.
For what?
For I fear God.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians need to do what?
Fear God.
Need to fear God. Need to fear God. Because Joseph knows, you know what I'm saying, by, you know what I'm saying, what happens when you fear God. Because this is what Joseph feared. Can you hold that? Go to Mathew chapter 10, verse 28. Joseph know what to do when to fear God. Mathew chapter 10, verse 28. Joseph know, you know what I'm saying, know what it is to fear God. He said, here goes, and Joseph said unto them, who is them? His brothers. You know what I'm saying, the third day. This do, like what he's about to do, and live, for I fear God. This do, and live, where I fear God. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we don't fear, you know what I'm saying? We don't fear the Most High God. And this is the reason why, because, you know what I'm saying, the only people that we fear is our oppressor. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying? We fear our oppressor. We don't fear, you know what I'm saying? We are the chosen people of this Bible. We are the chosen people of this Bible. All the BS and all, you know what I'm saying, the circumstances that this oppressor and the other nation had did to blacks, Latino, first world nation, we ain't even supposed to be on this earth anymore. You know what I mean? The atrocity and you know what I'm saying, the genocides and all types of, you know what I'm saying, all types of, you know, demolishing and degradation and all this other mess that we went through, we ain't even supposed to be on the planet. But guess the reason why we're on the planet? Because we have the Most High God. God, you know what I'm saying? The Most High God is not going to, you know what I'm saying, destroy his people because we are his people. Read it if you have it. Now, this is the reason why Joseph, you know what I'm saying? Joseph said, I fear God. That's what Joseph said. Because the Most High God is with him. So he said, he's telling his brothers that I fear God. This is fear, you know?
The book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body.
So he said, fear not them which kill the body. Don't fear them that can kill the body. You don't do that.
But are not able to kill the soul.
But what?
But are not able to kill the soul.
But the white man is trying to do what?
Kill the soul.
The white man was always, you know what I'm saying, since the beginning, was always trying to do what?
Kill the soul.
Try to kill the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indian soul. So fear not the ones, you know what I'm saying, that can kill the body, but be able to kill the soul. Read.
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body.
But what?
But rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
In hell. Say, rather fear him. Who is him? The Most High God. Him is the Most High God, which is able to kill, which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. That's what blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is at. We are in hell. We are in hell. Because the white man, you know what I'm saying? The white man is trying to kill the soul, but he can't. He can only kill the body. But if you fear, you know what I'm saying? We don't have to fear, you know what I'm saying, our oppressor. We don't have to fear him. Because he can only kill the body, but he cannot kill the soul. But you know what I'm saying? You got to better be afraid of the Most High God because he can kill the body and the soul. And you'll be no more, no more. That's it. You'll be no more, no more. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's who you fear. Now, if you come into the men of the Isupk, we fear the Most High. We fear the Most High God. That's what we do. We fear the Most High God. So we're going to, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure we're on the up and up. Because we know what the Most High God is capable of doing. You know what he's capable of doing. The Most High, you know what I'm saying? The man in the eye should be fear the Most High God. Because we know he can, you know what I'm saying? Without the soul, you nothing. You are nothing. You are nothing. So this is Joseph saying this to his brothers. You know what I'm saying? I fear, you know what I'm saying? I fear God because, you know what I'm saying? Just remember, Joseph's in captivity also, in spite of. And everything he did, you know what I'm saying? Everything he did it, you know, he gave all praise to the Most High God. That's what he did. Continue, go to Genesis 42, verse 19, Baba Shaw. So he went to his brothers after 3 days because he wanted to see if the truth was in him. I mean, he went to his brother in prison, or you know what I'm saying, just holding him and let him know, like, hey, this is, you know what I'm saying, if you bring back your younger brother while your other brother stays here, I know that you're talking the truth, because they've been lying in his face since the beginning. They call him Baba Shaw and Salakia, sir. They call him, and one is not. They call him, and one is not. Read on.
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 19. If ye be true men, let one of your brethren be bound in the house of your prison.
That's right.
Go ye, carry corn for the famine of your houses.
So he was telling them, yo, hey, okay, I give you the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? But this is, you know, this is what got to happen. One of your brothers have to stay back. But by me, you know what I'm saying? By me give you the benefit of the doubt, I'm going to give you food for your journey. Not only I'll give you food for the journey, I'll give you food when you get to the home. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to have food there also. That's what he's saying. And let's see the truth is in you. Read on.
Verse 20. But bring your youngest brother unto me, so shall your words be verified, and ye shall not die.
There we go.
And they did so.
And they did so. That's what they did. And they did so. So they fought, you know what I'm saying? They did exactly what he said to do. Read on. They didn't have a choice.
Verse 21.
They didn't have a choice anyway. Joseph's in power. You know what I mean? Joseph's in power. Anything that Joseph said goes. Because the Most High is with him. Most High said, I'm with Joseph. And the reason why the Egyptian house is flourishing is for Joseph's sake. Everything that Joseph touched is not only going to be, you know what I'm saying, you're not going to only prosper in the house, you're going to prosper in the fields that you own. The Most High is with Joseph all the way. All the way. And he's number 2 in Egypt. Anything what Joseph said, it goes. Yeah.
So like, are we going into the one where he's still in jail?
Oh no, he's out of jail, and he's right now he's second in charge of Egypt, and he's going through the famine. Yeah. Right now the famine hit, so everybody's coming to Egypt to get some food, and his brothers had to come from Canaan to also get some food. So right now he's talking to his brothers. He let his brothers know, if you're not lying, keep your brother here. Bring your younger brother, and I know that you know what I'm saying. I know that you're telling the truth, and we could do some trade. All right, it's a lot.
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 21. And they said one to another, we are verily guilty concerning our brother.
Oh, well, say that again.
And they said one to another, we are verily guilty concerning our brother.
Go on.
And that we saw the anguish of his soul.
They saw the what?
The anguish of his soul.
The anguish of his soul. You saw that he was calling out. You know what I'm saying? The mercy that he was looking for. With, you know what I'm saying? What they did to him. You know what I'm saying? I guess they do remember something. Go on.
When he besought us, and we would not hear.
What would he be? Say that again.
When he besought us, and we would not hear.
When he cried out, we refused to hear. When he was in that ditch. Read on.
Therefore is this distress come upon us.
There's a what? You say that again?
Therefore is this distress come upon us.
So the dirt that they did, they having stress coming upon them. You know what I mean? Now they look, you got Joseph, what they think is like, you know what I'm saying, Egyptian. So you got Joseph saying, yo, I don't mind doing trade with you, but this is our speculation. This is what you're going to have to do. This is what you're going to have to do. You're going to keep your brother here. You're going to bring your young brother in here. And then I know that you're not spies and you're telling the truth. That's stressful. That's stressful. Now they think, now, you know what I'm saying? Now they're talking about Joseph. Read on, number 22.
Verse 22. And Reuben answered them, saying, Spake I not unto you, saying, do not sin against the child.
So now this is Reuben. This is Reuben right here, the older brother. You see how like the back and forth, like, you know what I'm saying? He didn't want to take on the responsibility. He was saying it back then. He was saying exactly the same thing back then, but guess what he was? He still followed suit. He still followed through the lie. Reuben still followed through the lie. Read on.
And ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required.
Of course, his blood is required, because you ain't even supposed to do that to your brother at all. You ain't supposed to do this to your brother. You're supposed to show your brother brotherhood. You're supposed to show your sister sisterhood. You're supposed to be courteous to your brother. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to iron out your differences. Any concerns with your brother. Can you hold that, Baba Shah? Go to 1 John chapter 3, verse 11. You're supposed to have, you know what I mean? You're supposed to have discipline about your younger brother. You ain't supposed to, you know what I mean? One brother did something to another brother. You're supposed to iron that out, especially by you being, you know what I'm saying, Reuben, the oldest brother. You're supposed to be doing that. But you know what I'm saying? If you read the beginning of this story, you know Reuben followed suit. Reuben was there. Reuben was, you know what I'm saying, with all his brethren to his father, you know what I'm saying, Jacob, and lied to his father. And he just finished lying to Joseph in his face. Also called them one is not. One is not. There wasn't no brotherhood right there, what they done. It wasn't no brother. That's supposed to have been ironed out. But the Most High God have been teaching us about brotherhood. Most High God been teaching us about brotherhood, and we're going to get this in the scriptures. 1 John chapter 3, verse 11.
The book of 1 John chapter 3, verse 11. For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning.
Say that again.
For this is the message that ye heard from the beginning.
So this is the message how you heard from the beginning. Heard from the beginning. Since, you know what I'm saying, since Adam. This is what the message that Adam, you know what I'm saying, that Adam heard. You know what I'm saying? Our forefather, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. This is what Jacob heard. Jacob, he heard this also. He know about this. Of course he know about it, because what Joseph said when the Egyptian was coming on to him, a married woman was coming on to him. He said he don't want to be he didn't want to be a wicked sinner and be a filthy adulterer. That's what he said. So he know these laws. Read on.
That we should love one another.
That we should what?
Love one another.
Blacks, Hispanics, and it should do what?
Love one another.
That was from the beginning. That was from the beginning. Since Adam, that we should love one another. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's it. And remember, love is not no hubby-dubby, marshmallows, and ginger ale. That's what the Christian church, you know what I'm saying? The Catholic church, they think it's, you know what I mean? We're gonna make love. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is my man. This is what they say. Jesus is my man. What? Like, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus is gonna pick me up about 8 o'clock, so we going on a date. This is how they think. This is you know what I'm saying? In this world, this is what love is. You know what I'm saying? In this kingdom, love is two men, you know what I'm saying? Two men get engaged in the so-called sex. That's love. Well, love is love. You know what I'm saying? Then you have women that's engaging in the so-called sex. That's love in this kingdom. In this kingdom. This kingdom don't know anything about love. They know everything about being perverts. You know what I'm saying? Being nasty in whatever their flesh, you know what I'm saying, want to do. That's their love. And that's the love that we following behind. Now we co-signing, you know what I'm saying, these filthy as oppressors. We co-signing their behavior. We co-signing this stuff. They don't know what love is. Never did, never will. Never did, never will. You can see by their fruits. You can see what they do. You know what I'm saying? You can see their behavior of this oppressor. You know what I'm saying? And we, you know, we say it all the time. We're not going by the color of your skin. We don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? Especially the men in the ISUPK. There's no color barriers over here. If your father is a so-called Blacks, Hispanic, the Native Indians, it's all gravy. It's all gravy, and you got time enough to repent and come into this one body. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you know, what we say it all the time. Bob Marley's a white man to us. He cannot come to the Passover. He cannot come to the Passover at all. His kids cannot come to the Passover. Because, you know what I'm saying, Bob Marley father was a European, period. He's not an Israelite. Just because he got the same brown skin, that don't make, you know what I'm saying, that don't make us kins at all. At all. So since the beginning, you know what I'm saying, we should what?
Love one another.
You know, that's what Blacks and Hispanics and Native Indians. From the beginning, the Most High God, it was telling us in this Bible. And a lot of us don't want to believe in the Bible. I know I didn't. Oh, we. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't. I ain't believing none of this stuff. Ironic, ain't it? You know what I mean? It's funny. You know what I mean? I still got the so-called, you know what I'm saying, brothers in the world getting on me about this Bible. You know what I mean? About like, oh, you part of them now. This is what they saying. You know, so I used to make fun of the, you know what I'm saying, our brothers. You know what I mean? I used to call y'all Power Rangers. You know what I'm saying? I used to call the ISUPK Power Rangers. I used that. Now look at me now. I'm a goddamn superhero. That's what Power Rangers are. I'm a damn superhero in the ISUPK. They made me a superhero because I followed the Most High God and I got into this body. This is what they taught me. This is what they taught me. But guess what? Our conscious community, the blacks, they following behind their oppressor. Their love is off of their lust. A lot of them is a bunch of whoremongers. A lot of them, you know what I'm saying? A lot of them make whores out of our sister. Oh, you know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They don't follow no law. They follow themselves. It says it was, from the beginnings what?
We should love one another.
That's what Joseph brothers should have did. Should have loved Joseph. Any more on that?
Love.
That's what they should do. And love is an action word. Love is an action word. That's what it is. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. From the beginning, we should love one another. We should love one another. It's not the definition what the Christian church have told you. It's not the definition what the Catholic Church, the Muslim mosque, you know what I'm saying, Scientology, you know what I'm saying, Baptist, Southern Baptist, or any type of Baptist and garbageness that's out there. They don't read the Bible. We read the Bible and we do the Bible. From the beginning, we supposed, you know what I'm saying, we're supposed to love one another. And that's what his brother's supposed to done. You know what I'm saying? That's what his brother's supposed to done. Yeah, you could go back to Salakia, where was it? 42 and Salakia 22. Genesis chapter 42, verse 22. Salakia. That's what we have to do, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. We have to love one another, and love is the action word. You know what I mean? We use that word loosely, but call, you know what I'm saying? Go to isupk.com, call the number that's close to you, you know what I'm saying? It's close to you, and so you can understand what love is. You get the true definition what this Bible talking about is love. Then you will understand I have not been loving nobody. I don't know how to love. You have a question?
Yes, if I may, more sort of a set opinion for that. If the person don't know love, as we all raise Christians, because a lot of people are so selfish, they might think they live in that lie. Like I look, for example, just quick sidebar.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I see brothers that are in DR, right? And you see the Haitian migration, the situation, people are disconnected from that, and they live here, right? So they're born and raised in DR. This is a flag that has the Bible in it. there's nothing applied to that.
That's right.
You on that same so-called shield they had. It's not a shield. It's just a damn flag with, they got the olive tree and the stuff crossed. Nothing they follow. They're saying that it's brotherhood, but then if you don't know what really love is, it starts with counsel. I would say
Yeah,
the person that's just coming in.
yeah, exactly. And you're right about that. Because you know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize we still rocking our oppressor's name. We ain't have time enough to come together, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We ain't have time enough to come together and try to heal from the, you know what I'm saying, from the tragedy what the oppressor put on us. Literally. You know what I'm saying? We ain't have time enough to heal at all. Even our brothers and sisters, even though, you know what I'm saying, the oppressor, the oppressor is on our backs, even in the Caribbean is on your backs. You know what I'm saying? You think it's independent. And I always say that. Do you have an army to protect you? There's no army on this side of the world. There's only one army, and that's the American army. That's it. There's no army. There's no army in Jamaica. There's no army in Brazil. There's no, you know what I'm saying? There's no army in South and North America. There's no army there. You know, real army. You know what I'm saying? It's a domestic, which is not going to protect it, because if, you know what I'm saying, the so-called oppressor decided, let's go there, and they have been doing it, raping, robbing all day. That's it. That's how they get down. There's nobody protected. There's only we have a power that protects us. And this, you know what I'm saying, it's this Most High God that's in this Bible. That's what we, you know what I'm saying, that is our protector. We could just come together, oh nation not desired, get ourselves together, get ourselves right and tight. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to love each other and dust off all these names that this oppressor gave us, and the Most High God will fight for us. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about Joseph. Joseph's in captivity, and the Most High God is with Joseph in captivity. In captivity. He's chilling. In captivity. He got, you know what I'm saying? The Most High God is with him so much that he's feeding his family right now. He's second in captivity, and the whole nation is going through a famine. And Joseph have complete control over that famine. Complete. And that's what we have to do, Blacks, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Come together and start healing. And the only place that you could come together is in the ISUPK. It's in the ISUPK right here. And we will give you the counseling. We will teach you how to, you know what I'm saying, how to forgive one another. We will teach you how to love. We will teach you how to be a brother, how to be a sister. Because even your, you know what I'm saying, even your blood brother don't know how to be a brother. Because, you know what I'm saying, your brother's going out and try to knock down your wife if he's too drunk or if she's too drunk. Well, the opportunity is there. And guess what? And sometimes the brother will be like, hey, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? Why not the both of us? Two brothers get together. Not yo, man, people in the world is crazy. I am happy that I am out that world. That world is incredible. Because you go by your flesh, because we follow behind this nasty oppressor. You know what I mean? There's no more, no more people ain't saying, yo, that's that white stuff. I'm not down with that white stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's that white boys joint. We don't get down like that over here. Guess what? We get down like that right now. There's no protocols. There used to be some good protocols in the street. Sisters used to say, oh, that's that white man. Salakia. You know what I mean? That's that white woman stuff. We don't get down like that. But now they're part of that. You know what I'm saying? Now they're part of that. You know what I'm saying? They part, you know what I'm saying? Now they, not only they part of that, they part of assaulting our brothers. You know what I'm saying? With these beasts. You know what I'm saying? The white woman. You know what I'm saying? You got the sisters that's backing up the white woman and assaulting the priests and prophets of the Lord. Come on. Come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? You got a sister that named Amy, and you have a white woman that named Amy. Something is wrong with that. Something is wrong with that. It's incredible. You know, something is wrong with that. That means your Amy's, you know what I'm saying? Her name is Amy Rogers, and the white woman name is Amy Rogers. How they, you know what I'm saying, how related? Because she's rocking the same name. Because Amy Rogers, her father, you know what I'm saying, her great-great-grandfather was slaving Amy right here, 2000, you know what I'm saying, 2022, and that's the reason why we're wearing their name. It's the same old two-step. You know what I mean? It's the same old two-step. Even back then, Israel is doing the same thing back then. We found behind these oppressors, the Romans, the Greeks, so on and so forth. We still doing it. Salakia, Bob Shaw. You got that scripture?
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 22. And Reuben answered them, saying, Spake I not unto you, saying, Do not sin against the child, and ye would not hear. Therefore, behold, also his blood is required.
His blood is what?
Required.
Go on.
Verse 23. And they knew not that Joseph understood them.
They say that again?
And they knew not that Joseph understood them.
They knew not that Joseph Why did Joseph understood them? Salaki, so do anybody know? Why did Joseph understood what his brothers was talking about? Why is that? Does anybody know? Sir?
He spoke Hebrew.
He what?
He spoke Hebrew.
Of course he spoke Hebrew. He's listening to exactly what they saying. He's listening to exactly what they saying. And you know what I mean? So why he's understanding their Hebrew, he's understanding what they saying, so on and so forth. And they talking about him. They're talking about him. Read on.
For he spake unto them by an interpreter.
He what?
For he spake unto them by an interpreter.
Go on.
So them heathens spoke Lashawan Kodash also.
Come.
Verse 24. And he turned himself about from them.
Wait, hold up. Just remember, yeah. Go ahead.
That part said that there was an interpreter, so they didn't understand. They just said there was an interpreter in there. So someone was interpreting for the people.
Oh no. What he was doing is is Joseph, the interpreter, and his brothers. So his brothers are speaking Hebrew. All nations was coming to Joseph, you know what I'm saying, coming to Joseph because he had food. So he had an interpreter there. So he could talk to the people so he could trade food. So right now he's talking to his brothers. The interpreter is talking to him in Hebrew. But meanwhile, Joseph already know Hebrew because that's his brothers. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, that's his brother. So that's, you know what I'm saying? So everything is all set up, but they don't recognize Joseph. They just think he's an Egyptian.
Well, so like, it reminded me, now that you explained it like that, but I thought it was like Acts, where they just spoke, but they understood.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, but now that you explained it.
Yeah, Joseph. Remember, Joseph is their brother. Joseph is brother. Of course he know Hebrew. You know what I mean? Of course he know Hebrew. He's his brother. Go on, sir.
And he turned himself about from them.
He turned himself about from them. So now Joseph said, yo, you know what I'm saying? Joseph know what they're talking about. And he ended up turning himself, you know what I'm saying, from them. Read.
And wept.
And what?
And wept.
Why did Joseph wept? Why did Joseph wept? He's hearing his brothers regretting about what they done to him. He hearing this. You know what I'm saying? He thinking, he's already, you know what I'm saying, his mind's already thinking because, they remember what they called him? One is not. But now they talking about they regret what they, you know what I'm saying, what they done to their brother Joseph. Read on.
And returned to them again.
Go on.
And communed with them.
And did what?
And communed with them.
Go on.
And took from them Simeon.
And what?
And took from them Simeon.
Joseph is still going to do what he's doing. He's doing what he's doing. Go on.
And bound him before their eyes.
He did what?
Bound him before their eyes.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He took Simeon, the so-called, you know what I'm saying, so-called Dominican brothers. He took them and bound them. Read on.
Verse 25. Then Joseph commanded to fill their sacks with corn.
He what?
Commanded to fill their sacks with corn.
Joseph is in charge. He commanded to fill their sacks with what?
With corn.
With corn, with food. It's a famine out there. The only place where food is at is in Egypt. The reason why it's in Egypt because Joseph, you know what I'm saying, Yahusop in the Hebrew, the Most High is with him, and anything that he touches flourish. Period. Because he was afraid of God. Because he was afraid of God. Read on.
And to restore every man's money into his sack.
So not only he gave them food, he gave them their money back. He gave them their money back. Read on.
And to give them provision for the way.
Go on.
And thus did he unto them. Verse 26. And they laid in their asses with the corn and departed thence.
That's it. So they packed up and headed on back to Canaan. You know what I'm saying? Headed on back to Canaan because they following the order what Joseph said. Read on.
Verse 27. And as one of them opened his sack to give his ass provender in the inn, he espied his money.
He's what?
Espied his money.
Go on.
For behold, it was in his sack's mouth. Verse 28.
Oh man, I was Salaki's. Salaki's. I'm so into this story right here. I'm forgetting about my precepts.
Right.
Because I've been reading around this story and I just see the picture in my head, and it's such a beautiful story. You know, it's such a beautiful. I got precepts connected to it, but since you know what I'm saying, and then Salaki, sir. Since I've been reading the story about Joseph, and I think all you know what I'm saying, blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans should reintroduce themselves to Joseph. You know what I'm saying, and understand of you know what I'm saying, the you know what I'm saying, family squaggles, and you know what I'm saying, and you getting yourself in these messed up positions. And you're wasting your faith. You know what I mean? You're wasting your faith and you decide to do carnally things. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, this is showing you how to stay strong and stay brotherly. Stay strong and still stay brotherly in spite of all the dirt that your other brother's been doing. You know what I'm saying? In spite of, I think the brothers and sisters should read, you know what I'm saying? Read about Joseph. Read about Joseph. And what you know what I'm saying, even though he went through, he got beat, you know what I'm saying? He went through a lot. Joseph went through a lot. And right now he's right in front of his brothers that did it to him. He's right in front of his brothers that do. You know, Joseph can say, kill him. You know what I mean? That's what Joseph could do right now. He could just say, kill him, and it'd be over. Why Joseph's not doing this? It says it right there. Joseph heard the conversation that they was talking about him. He heard the conversation and he turned his face because you know what I'm saying? Because he wept, because he teared up, because he heard his brothers regret what they did. Then that threw him off. You know, that's why I like the story so much because that's the part right there, man. You get caught up, you know, you forget about, you know what I'm saying, your brother trespassed against you. And he, you know what I'm saying, he acknowledged that, you know what I'm saying, he was wrong, so on and so forth. And it's water on the bridge, man. It feels so good. You know what I'm saying? That burden, and you know what I'm saying? You don't have to think about your brother with the side eyes. That's you know what I'm saying, your own brother. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about your, you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, having these thoughts about your brother and everything like that. I'm like, yo, and once that stuff is pieced up, you keep it moving. You keep it moving. You don't got to think about that anymore. You know what I mean? You don't got to think about it. It's all peace and it's all love. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Go on.
Real quick with that, like, I know something that's like, sometimes, like your own brother, it could be worse than your worst enemy.
That's right.
That sometimes you have, because you know, you respect your enemy, and it's like, from far, you're going to think you're going to see him, but your brother, it's like, he's around my kids. He's around my mom. I don't know, one day when he might go, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Around my kids and around my wife. At you know, you got certain sometimes celebrations or whatever, and you just like, you just won't see it coming. So it will mess you up.
Yeah.
It will mess you up to probably reacting to something that he probably might not even be thinking at that moment.
That's right. And because you have these thoughts in your head, think your brother ain't supposed to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This is my brother. You know what I'm saying? It's not like an ordinary dude on the street.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is the ordinary dude in the street would never do you that wrong. You know what I mean? That's the case. I'm talking about on the right hand side.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because when you in this body, you know, I don't know the brothers, you know what I'm saying? The brother, you know what I'm saying? Most of the brothers that's on the West Coast or the East Coast, but we in this one body and we know the scriptures and we fear the Most High God. We on one accord. That's how good to be on one accord. Because you know your brother is considerate. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that's in the world is not considerate. They just talk. You know what I mean? They just talk or just be disrespectful. But the thing is, they don't know how to, you know what I mean? They just going on because we've been surviving so long. You know what I mean? So we on survival mode every time. You know what I'm saying? So they don't take things in consideration. Don't realize, you know what I mean? Don't realize how you talking to a brother. Don't realize, you know what I'm saying, how you talking to a sister. Just, I want to get mines because they follow, you know what I'm saying? We following behind this oppressor. That's what we're doing. We following behind this oppressor and it's not good. We have to get back into the ISUB. You got to get into the ISUBK. You know what I'm saying? We got to learn, you know what I'm saying? We got to learn these laws, statutes, and commandments. We got to learn this. We got to get our brain washed. You know what I'm saying? We got to get all that filthy gook off our brain and learn this. And learn this. And learn this, you know what I'm saying? And learn this story of Joseph. Because Joseph is going through, you know what I mean? Joseph, you know what I'm saying? Joseph went through it. He went through it. He's going, and he's still going through it. Because he, in spite of, you know what I'm saying? It's one scripture, it's one scripture, Joseph said, even though he'd been blessed with these two kids in the land of his affliction. So you know what I mean? He's saying, but he's saying he had Manasseh and Ephraim, but he also acknowledged that this is in my land of affliction. You really think you want to have kids in Egypt? I don't know. And he acknowledged that. I don't want to have no kids here. Oh, it's like this.
The book of Genesis, chapter 42, verse 28. And he said unto his brethren, my money is restored, and lo, it is even in my sack.
Mm-hmm.
And their heart failed them.
Their heart what?
Failed them.
Oh man, now because it looked funny style. It look kind of funny, like they've been, you know what I mean? Like, oh, did we forget, or did they try to do the flim flam on us? Because they're gonna look like that we guilty, you know.
And they were afraid.
They was what?
Afraid.
Joseph, yeah, he's number 2 in Egypt. Egypt is powerful right now.
Saying one to another, what is this that God hath done unto us?
What? Say that again?
What is this that God hath done unto us?
Go on, because God controls everything, you know.
Verse 29. And they came unto Jacob their father unto the land of Canaan, and told him all that befell unto them, saying, verse 30, the man who is the Lord of the land spake roughly to us.
Say that again.
The man who is the Lord of the land spake roughly to us.
Speak roughly to it. Come on, man. You sound a little sensitive right now, emotional. You know what I mean? We don't.
And took us for spies of the country.
Did what?
And took us for spies of the country.
That's it. Go on.
Verse 31. And we said unto him, we are true men. We are no spies.
We are what?
True men. We are no spies.
That's right.
Verse 32. We be 12 brethren, sons of our father. One is not.
Oh, they still give me on that. So read that again, please, sir.
We be 12 brethren, sons of our father. One is not.
One is not. One is, you know what I'm saying? In spite of what they was, you know what I'm saying, what they was talking about, that the Most High God is against them because what they did. They still keeping up this lie. And this is what tell you don't lie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't lie at all. Can you hold that? Can you go to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1? Ephesians chapter 6, verse 1. And they, you know what I'm saying? Not only lying, you lying to your parents, to your father. Lying to your father. Come on. You can't be doing what you lying for. Because it's something that you did wrong. Yo, acknowledge that, repent, and don't do it at all. Don't do it no more at all. Don't be a filthy liar. Don't be a filthy liar. If you have that, Baba Shaw, can you read it?
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Children, obey your parents.
Say that again.
Children, obey your parents.
Black suspended, the Native Indians need to do what?
Obey your parents.
Read on.
And the Lord.
And the what?
And the Lord.
And the Lord. Obey your parents and the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Black suspended, the Native Indians. But what we do? You know what I'm saying? We lie to our parents. You know what I'm saying? We say one thing and do the other. You know what I'm saying? And we learn this stuff from our oppressor. Why are we want to lie to our parents? But we love our parents. We love our parents. But we're a bunch of filthy liars. We're a bunch of filthy liars. And right now, you know what I'm saying? You got brothers and sisters lying to their parents right now. Lying to their parents right now. Read on.
For this is right.
For what?
For this is right.
So start from the beginning, please, Baba Shaw.
The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 1. Children, obey your parents.
Children, what?
Obey your parents.
All right. Black suspended, Native Indians, obey your parents. Go on.
And the Most High.
And the Most High. Read on.
For this is right.
For this, you know what I'm saying? For this action. Because this is an action. This is an action word. For this is right. Because this is the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. Let me see here. All right, yeah. Can you go back to it's 40? Yes. See at the time. Oh man, this is going to be. Matter of fact, hold that. Can you go to hold that, because this is going to probably be my last scripture, because I know that we have to cancel. Can you go to, let me get John chapter 15, verse 12. John chapter 15, verse 12. So yeah, let me go into this. Because you know, when blacks suspended the Native Indians, we, like I always say, you know, we need to be taught again. We need to be taught how to be a brother, how to be a sister, mother and father, cousin, so on and so forth. We need to stop following behind these Christian church. You know what I'm saying? Constantly, they lie to us all the time. You know what I'm saying? All the time. You see what happened, you know what I'm saying? You see what happened to, you know what I'm saying, that situation in Boston. Where wasn't it in Buffalo or Boston?
It was in Boston.
Yeah. It was, you said Boston, right?
Boston match.
Boston. You know, and also I'm talking about the shooting. Buffalo. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm talking about both of them. I'm talking about both of them. Right. I'm talking about, because you got one in Boston that was talking about abortion.
Right.
And you have the one that's going down in Buffalo with the shooting.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is, you know what I mean? So black suspended, and we've been fighting on all parts. Gather yourself together, O nation not desire. Who's not desire? Black suspended Native Indians. And we were speaking up for our brothers and sisters. And we always said, Commander General Yohanan always said, we have to separate from these people because they vicious killers. That's all. This guy, you know what I'm saying? That's all he was thinking about, how they kill blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's what he was doing. Then you have, you know what I'm saying? Then you have the priests and prophets in Boston prophesize about stop following behind. You know what I'm saying? Let the white woman kill their baby. You know what I'm saying? Let the African let them kill their baby. Let them do that. While blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians will flourish over here. Let them do that. That's their thing. They're a bunch of killers and murderers. You know what I'm saying? Baby killers. That's them. Let them do that. But they upset at us. They get mad. They get mad at us. For what? For telling the truth? You know what I'm saying? For telling the truth? Because that is the truth. You know what I mean? You got people who's against abortion. I mean, you got people that want it, you know what I'm saying, that want to have the so-called pro-choice, but they don't want it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? When you ask them, well, you know what I'm saying, it would have been okay if your mother would have aborted you. They don't want to answer that question now. You know what I mean? Your mother should have aborted you. It's not good now because you make it personal. Because this is what everybody always thinking about lust. I want abortion so I can have more and more sex so I can be a whore. So I can, you know what I'm saying? I gotta be a whoremonger. Then you have the brothers that would get our sisters pregnant. We get our sister pregnant, and we call it the Hail Mary. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I was in the world, so we call it the Hail Mary child. I don't know you're laughing about it, but it's a Hail Mary. You do the Hail Mary. And you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I'm saying? I'm dusting on myself from the world, but it's terrible. We ain't supposed, you know what I mean? We ain't supposed to be thinking that way. It's never supposed to go down like that. It's never supposed to like convince a woman to get, you know what I'm saying, to get abortion. Because you want it, because you don't want to take on responsibility. You know what I mean? Because blacks are spending it and don't want to take on responsibility at all. So yeah, I'm going to read this scripture right here. Let me go to the scripture. First, John chapter 15, verse 12. John 15 and 12. Let me go to the scripture right here. John 15 and 12. Here we go. Here we got John chapter 15 and 12. Stop it. Here we go. John 15 and 12. This is my commandment. This is my commandment. Matter of fact, we're going to go to, 15 and 12. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Now, right here, this is in red. This is Jesus speaking. You know what I mean? This is Yahushua speaking. Chapter 15, verse 12. You got it?
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment.
See, this is Yahushua. This is Yahushua speaking. He said, this is my commandment, but you know what I'm saying? It's an old commandment. It's an old commandment. Read on.
That ye love one another.
That ye what?
That ye love one another.
Blacks and Hispanics, Native Indians need to do what?
Love one another.
Go on.
As I have loved you.
As what?
As I have loved you.
As I have loved you. So how did Yahushua love? Because you know how he proved it. It was an action. He died for us. He died for blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians. He didn't die for nobody else. He died for niggers, spics, rednecks, you know what I'm saying? Wetbacks, you know what I'm saying? The nigger God. That's what he died for. That's exactly what he died for. Period. He didn't die for nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And it's a command. Read that from the top again, sir.
The book of John, chapter 15, verse 12. This is my commandment.
This is my commandment. Go on.
That ye love one another.
That you do what?
Love one another.
Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians need to do what?
Love one another.
Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians need to do what?
Love one another.
Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians need to do what?
Love one another.
Niggers, spics, and rednecks. Redskins need to do what?
Love one another.
Go on.
As I have loved you.
As what?
As I have loved you.
Can you read verse 13? As Yahushua have loved us, blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. He only came here for one nation, the nation of Israel, the 12 tribes of Israel, period. Read on.
Verse 13.
Now go on.
Greater love hath no man than this.
So no greater love hath no man than this. Read on.
That a man laid down his life.
That what? Say that again.
That a man laid down his life.
That blacks, Latinos, Native Indians need to do what?
Lay down his life.
That blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians men need to do what?
Lay down his life.
That niggers, spics, and redskins need to do what?
Lay down his life.
Go on.
For his friend.
For his what?
For his friend.
Read that. Blacks and Indians need to be what? Need to be what, sir? Friends.
Lay down his life for his friends.
For these friends. That's what we need to be, because the only friends that we have, the only love that we have is only for Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. It's being proved. Isupk, the Commander General Yohana is always proving it. Always proven since 1969. We prove it to you each and every time. You know what I'm saying? The guy is coming out and just shooting nothing but Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. That's it. If you saw the video, the dude say, "I'm sorry." You know what I'm saying? He's sorry to his brethren. He said, oh, I'm sorry about that. Right. And he kept on shooting. Right. The first face that he saw. You know what I'm saying? If it was a so-called black, they would have got Hispanic, they would have got shot. He already said in his little bio or whatever. He said this and he knew this. He planned this. Yeah.
If I may, like they said on the news, how like this doesn't happen overnight. There's a lot of signs to a sociopath or psychopath or whatever it may be. The council of the damn school where he was at, they have sent him to get evaluation.
That's right.
They said he was fine.
Of course, yeah.
He did the shooting. Mind you that when you're looking at the video, like I know Captain Yagawa shared it. Like you said, he probably heard the accent of what the white man said, and he said, "I'm sorry." But at the beginning of that video, I see that when he shooting, he looking at the black person like this, pop, head open.
That's it.
Like that. You gotta be a demon to do that.
Yeah. And he did it, and he you know what I'm saying? But that's what they do. Right. See, something, you know what I'm saying? Something is in there, they have a spirit on them. This is just what they do. You know what I'm saying? We cannot make them straight. This is just how they get down. And they prove it time and over. You think it's different? You know what I'm saying? I guess it's the same. That was happening during slavery times. It was happening in the 30s. It was happening in the 40s, in the 50s, in the 60s, in the 70s. It's the same old two-step. There's nothing changed. They didn't change. Your grandfather had the same problem with the dude. You know what I'm saying? With these people. When they first came on the scene, when they came, you know what I'm saying? When they came to Caribbean and all that, and looking at our Northern Kingdom brothers, they did exactly the same thing. They're like, oh my God, they're so nice. You know what I'm saying? These are beautiful people. They are so nice. I don't think it's a problem for us to take over and make them slaves. Just remember, I always say it. You know what I'm saying? These are the people that, you know what I'm saying, our people will help. And these are the type of people would kill the host and enslave the person who cooked them the food. Enslave the wife who cooking the food. But you know what I'm saying? That's my time. So by me saying that, this is my name is Priest and Prophet Paratazar out of Yonkers, New York. And this is Isupk, start off in 1 West 125th Street under Commander General Yohana. And since 1969, we've been teaching the Blacks, Latinos, and Native Indians. They are the chosen people of the Bible. They are the chosen people. They are the 5 tribes, you know what I'm saying, 12 tribes of Israel. That's who they are. You know what I mean? Go to isupk.com. You know what I'm saying? Look for the number that's closer to you. Call that number. We have clothing, you know what I'm saying? We have food drive. We have, you know what I'm saying? We have prison programs. You know, we have GED programs. You know what I'm saying? Come in. We have counseling. Because you know our people need some counseling right now. You know what I mean? We have not been healed, and we still going through this. So go to Isupk, call that number that's close to you, so we could be able to get healed, so we could show brotherhood and sisterhood, so we can understand what love and being a friend is. So we know that, so we can learn this Bible correctly, not from the Catholic Church, the Christian Church, or the Muslim mouth, so on and so forth. So with that, I'm gonna pass the class over to Priest and Prophet Yawasap Yala.
What's on Christ? Shalom, Israel. Clap it up for the class. Shalom.